things are not working the way I have planned, I am not submitting to death now. I am still saying, if there is every day for me to breathe, the chances of me making it is still there. The chance of rising again is still there. Can I get a witness in the house and say that hope must be kept alive? And when we talk about keeping hope alive, it's a message for the living. Take note of that. It's a message for the living. You don't preach to the dead to keep hope alive. You preach to the living to keep hope alive. Sister, it is wrong. I agree. But keep that hope alive. Brother, it is rough. I agree. Keep the hope alive. You say, Pastor, you don't understand. I agree that I don't understand. But keep the hope alive. Because once the hope is still alive, the help is still coming your way. Does it really matter what is happening to you? Does it really matter what you are going through? Does it really matter as you want to explain that we don't understand what you are going through? Does it really matter? You see, what matters now is what you see and say about what is happening to you.
That's true, sir.
What matters is not what is happening to you. It is what you see. It is what you say. And eventually, what you conclude to do about what is happening to you. These are the three things that matter. How many things? The three things that matter. It doesn't matter what is happening to you. Pastor, you don't know. I am facing a whole lot of stress. That's okay. But does it really matter? People before you had suffered. People with you are suffering. And people after you will suffer. But the truth is this. What do you see in what you suffer? What do you say about what you are suffering? And what will you do about why you are suffering? Because if you don't know, you don't see, you don't say, and you don't do, that is the problem, not the problem. No, you didn't get it. That is the problem, not the problem. In fact, the problem is not the problem. It is because you are not seeing anything about the problem, and you are not saying anything about the problem, and you are not doing anything about the problem. That is the problem of the problem. Can I say this?
Yes, sir.
God don't respond to what you go through. He responds to how you see what you go through, what you say about what you go through, and what you do about what you go through. What I see, what I say, and what I do. These are the three things that have a way of turning any situation around. If you see your end, so will it be. 12 men went to spy the land of Jericho, and 10 came back and said, we are grasshopper, we are not able. Can I tell you something? 20 years later, those 10 were not alive to enter. You pray very well, you go to church very well, but you don't know how to keep your hope alive. In fact, you are more discouraged than the person who don't visit church at all. Your language suggests that you don't know what hope means. You stand as though that never know their God. For the Bible said to us in Daniel 11 verse 32, they that know their God, they are strong, and eventually they do exploit. They are strong and they do exploit. The word of God makes it clear when the Lord told us in Jeremiah chapter number 1 that God asked Jeremiah, what did you see? And Jeremiah said, and thereby fulfilled those two things. When he wanted to answer to God his question, he answered two things. One, he said, I saw. The word I saw confirmed what he saw, but also gave voice to what he said.